I had an opportunity to go fishing with a guy named Laramy Strickland. He's exactly what I'd expect from a Florida boy.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah, that looks like
That's a good one.
Power pull down.
Get the bubba net. Yeah, that's a pretty one. Healthy, probably 4-pounder.
Central Alabama is just full of different types of lakes.
Got him that time. Another one on the bluff. That's a toad, ain't it?
Sweetwater, presented by WAYPOINT.
I've had a blast over the years, meeting new people through tournament fishing. And it's really cool to turn a competitor, somebody you fished against, into a fishing buddy. And it's kind of like you and me. I mean, we used to fish against each other a long, long time ago, and we became friends and got out on the water together, and then bam, there goes Sweetwater, and now we're great buddies and get to fish all over the country together. And I've learned a lot from you, and you might have picked up 1 or 2 things from me, but it's just a really cool deal to make new fishing buddies.
Not only is it cool to meet new people and go fishing with them and learn their kind of their own little unique twist on fishing, it's also really cool fishing new water. And to be able to do both of those at the same time is phenomenal. And I had an opportunity to go fishing with a guy that I got to know this year on the pro circuit named Laramy Strickland. He won the second event of the year on the Harris chain. I mean, he just blew it out of the water. And one of the places that I've been wanting to fish over the last several months is called the Headwaters. It's a brand new water system right next to the famous stick marsh in Florida. And it just opened up to the public, so I knew that there was a lot of big fish in there that had never seen a lure. And Laramy, when he asked me if I wanted to go fish it, I jumped on it right away. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? Long time no see.
Dude,
How you been?
feels like a long time since
I know.
we fished this year.
I know. Feels like months, but it ain't been that long.
I can't tell you how excited I am to fish out here. I mean, obviously, because I don't live in Florida anymore, I haven't been to the Headwaters. This is brand new. And you said on the phone that you've been here twice.
Yeah, I've been here twice. This thing is brand new this year. I mean, it's been packed every time we've been. It's usually 50 to 100 fish catches a day. I mean, you can catch them on just about anything out here. It should be fun.
When I used to live down here, I moved to Fort Pierce, Florida, for the stick marsh, which is right down the road. And you would drive past all these different canal systems that make up the headwaters here, but it was never open. So the fishing has got to be phenomenal. And because we're in Florida, and these fish are probably really aggressive, it's got to be a power fisherman's dream.
Oh yeah, man, it is. I mean, this place has got every kind of aquatic vegetation you want. It's got pennywort, hyacinths, hydrilla, cattails.
You're
It's
speaking
loaded.
my language right
I know, man. It's loaded with everything. It's gonna be a fun day.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. So let's not waste any time, dude. Let's rig up, get in the water, and get after it.
I'm ready, dude. Let's go catch them. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Laramy Strickland. I'm a Florida angler, bass angler, saltwater angler, outdoorsman. I like to do it all. Last year, actually in 2020, was my first year fishing professionally. I was really excited when it come to the Harris chain. That would be considered my home lake. Big old fattens. A first tour win's hard to come by. You know, some people never see it, and to see one in my first year, second tour event was a blessing.
You are the Tackle Warehouse champion.
You got him? Oh, oh. Oh, another decent fish, man. Very nice. Right on.
Pretty one.
You want to stay power pulled down? Or?
I mean, we can fish at it, throw at it a little bit more, and then
Okay.
see what we catch.
Good job, man.
You're killing me, man, because I've spent time on the stick marsh with you, and that place is incredible, and it gets some fishing pressure, so I can't even imagine getting to go to a place that's just like that or very similar to that hasn't been touched in years and years. I mean, that is just unbelievable. That's a slam dunk.
Let's just say I was getting some butterflies.
Oh, yeah.
There he is. That's a better fish.
There he is. Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. It's one of the ones we're looking for.
Nice. Oh, dude, he choked it.
Dude, it's gone.
He's not coming off.
Nah, it's gone.
Ah, nice. Thanks, brother. Dude. Look how, dude, he choked it.
It's gone.
I mean, that jackhammer is way down that throat.
That's why we like to see them eating it.
Black and blue jackhammer. That Razor Shad's trailer on it. Very cool, man. That is awesome. That was a really cool bite. It's so strong. Like, he came right at the boat.
Pretty fish.
Sweet. Go figure. Catch a big one on a chatterbait.
For more Sweetwater action, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And remember, you can watch any of our episodes on any device at any time on waypointtv.com.
Sweetwater is brought to you by WAYPOINT TV. Stream the best in hunting and fishing series. Download the app today. Wiley X. B&W Trailer Hitches. Towing Adventure. Battleborn Batteries. Get out there, stay out there. Power Pole. Swift, silent, secure. And by Scales. Every degree of water.
Good one?
That's a good
Oh yeah, that looks like a good one. Power pull down.
Get the bobbin net. Yeah, that's a pretty one. Healthy. Probably 4-pounder. Close to it anyway. We're down here in Headwaters. It's a new area. It just opened up this year. I don't know exactly how many acres it is. I know it's a big reservoir.
It was incredible, man. I mean, you could get lost out there for sure. If Laramy knew exactly where he needed to go to get back to these places, that was pretty impressive. So I know you're always exploring the Coosa. I mean, that's kind of your stomping ground. So what have you been kind of exploring lately out there?
I know the Coosa River well, but it's really cool, even on a body of water you already know, to figure out new ways to catch them. And last fall, you know, a full year before we even filmed, I had gotten on a deal fishing bluff banks and fishing bluffs with a jerkbait, and the whole entire Coosa River system has those bluffs. Any place I've ever been in the South, bass are gonna use those big rocky banks. They got deep water nearby. Most of the time they're gonna have laydowns on them. They got little pockets that go in between the bluffs, and it's just one of those places that the fish don't really have anywhere to go.
That's cool. A little Panoptix fish. I could see that tree down there and threw it in there and caught him. That's pretty cool. That's a fish I probably never would have caught if it wasn't for that graph.
That Panoptix on those bluffs really helped me to find where the bait balls were, where the trees were sticking out farther, where there was any little shelf in the rock. And that was things that normally going down bluffs the last few years, I had no idea, what was underneath me. You're fishing what looks good to your eyes, but you don't know how to make those pinpoint casts to hit right where the fish are sitting. So it was really important for me to be able to use that and to see right where I needed to put my bait. And the bait I was using was a jerkbait.
There we go. There's one on the jerkbait. He's not very big. That's not a good showing of what these bluffs are capable of, but it's a fish. You take what you can get. There we go, that feels like a good one. He was up in that tree. He's not big. He got me hung for a second. He felt like a good one. Hopped it off that limb. You can see he actually frayed my line up really bad. He had me all up in that tree. Pretty little spot. He's not a big one at all, but he's a pretty one.
So I know, fishing bluffs, it's not just the whole bluff that's productive. There's always those little ingredients on a bluff that make a certain stretch, more productive. Was that kind of the situation that you were presented with that day?
Yeah, I really feel like that rule comes into play with any bass fishing. And so the key for me is trying to find the little piece to the puzzle that is something that's a little bit different, something you can run with and know in your mind, okay, if I keep running this pattern, I'm gonna keep having success. So what I normally look for is the bluffs that are facing where the current's hitting into.
Oh, there we go. Got him that time. Another one on the bluff. He's a little bigger than on the other side. That is what you don't want to happen. You don't want to be grabbing when they're shaking like that. It's a keeper.
Every serious angler knows that having good polarized sunglasses is extremely important for success out on the water. You got to be able to cut that glare down, and these all new Captivate lenses from Wiley X really do enhance the colors, and they just blew me away when I first put them on. How much detail I could see, the vividness I could see in the water, seeing the stumps and seeing the fish was really, really just a step above anything else I'd ever worn. These Captivate lenses are ANSI rated, which means they're incredibly durable and they have a lot of clarity, which means you can throw these things around on the boat, you can throw them around in your truck, and they're not gonna get scratched up and torn up. They're really, really high quality sunglasses that are tough, and I gotta have that. For me, I'm fishing 300 days a year, and something that's durable like that is very, very important. Another great thing that Wiley X has done is they offer these Captivate lenses in prescription. So anybody that has glasses at home, you can custom order these Wiley X Captivate sunglasses to your door that are going to fit your exact needs. These Captivate lenses also provide UV and HEV protection, just like all the Wiley X sunglasses lines do, which is going to create less strain on your eyes. It's going to protect you from all the harsh things that the sun can do to damage your eyes. They're highly oleophobic, which means they're not going to smudge on you and distort your vision. And just like all Wiley X sunglasses, they're incredibly durable. Wiley X really has thought of everything when they built these Captivate lenses. And if you want to get your own awesome pair, prescription or regular, you can check them out at wileyx.com.
I know you're not gonna just sit in one spot and do one thing. What else were you doing that day?
Well, fishing on those bluff banks is a lot of fun, but honestly, I wasn't fully satisfied with what I had caught. So one of the best things about, traveling around on the Coosa River, it was really easy for me to slip the boat in Logan Martin when I got back right next to the house. I lived less than a mile from the ramp, and I knew I was gonna be able to go out there and have a blast and catch fish.
There are a bunch of fish right here. Looks like they might be striper. They're kind of suspended, but Gotta find out what those are. There we go. Let's find out what they are. Whatever it is, it's a good one. Gosh, if that's a bass, that's a big one. I think it's a stripe. I don't think it's a small stripe either. Look at that. First stop. That's a pretty hybrid. That one's on the new Z-Man Finesse Size jig head with a little Streaks 375 on it. He thumped it pretty good. Probably should have grabbed the Bubba net. Oh, striping hybrids always want to hurt you. Look at that little shad imitator in his mouth right there. That is a fish catching little bait. If you've got fish that are kind of finicky and just not wanting to eat stuff good, you drop that little Streaks 375 down there on the Finesse Size, you're gonna catch some fish, and bass eat it too. All right.
The fish that I found sitting on that point at Logan, they were sitting in 20 plus feet of water. And so one of my very favorite ways to catch them is straight dropping on them. And that's one of the best ways to figure out what they actually are, because you can really see the way they react to your bait.
There was one area in particular that I really just started getting that gut feeling that we were gonna start catching some bigger fish. There was this one stretch that had a couple of these little isolated floating islands kind of sitting out there, and one of the first pitches Laramy made with his punching rig, he hooked into a giant. Gosh, that's a giant. Oh, big one. Oh, that's a giant.
This side. Oh, it's a big one, dude.
Oh, that is a big one. Oh, dude.
That's a good one right there, son.
Gosh. That is a Headwaters pig.
That's a toad, ain't it?
Dude, I knew that we would catch some quality out here, but seeing a fish that size is really cool because this isn't that old, right?
No, this place really isn't that old, you know, and to have this size fish in it already, man, years down the road, who knows what this place will be like. That old Fitzgerald whipped that one, didn't it?
My big fat hands will go in there. And that came right out of that mat right there. It's just
Perfect.
a jumbled up mess of terrestrial grass and hyacinth and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, she's got everything she wants there. She got mud, grass, hyacinths, hydrilla, everything blowing in there. And that's where them big Florida ones live, dude.
Heck yeah.
Let's let her swim another day.
Yeah, let's do it.
Pretty fish.
We'll come back. She'll be 15 pounds in no time.
Thank you, girl.
Sweetwater is brought to you by Z-Man, the science and art of fishing. Bubba, the ultimate lifestyle. Mercury Marine, go boldly. And by MotorGuide, the tour is back.
You know, dock fishing really is kind of a complex thing, just like any pattern. You know, docks are a pattern, but if somebody tells you they're catching fish on docks, that gives you some information, but it really doesn't give you a ton of information because there's so many different types of docks. And the key to catching fish consistently on any pattern is really breaking down the pattern within the pattern. So what I mean by that is you can figure out a little key thing that makes it so you can run a pattern. So you can go all over the lake and figure out, you know, exactly what dock should have fish on and be more consistent getting bites. That feels like a pretty good one under that dog. Oh, he's not big, but he was in there right where he's supposed to be. So that's, oh, there he goes, quick release. But that was just inside the mouth of the pocket. It's the third dock inside the pocket. That dock, I'm sitting in 6 feet right here, so you just gotta learn something from every single bite you get.
There's 1,000 different types of docks as far as how deep they're sitting or, you know, what part of the lake, if they're in the back of a pocket, on the main river. And so the key for me is trying to find the little piece to the puzzle, and something you can run with and know in your mind, okay, if I keep running this pattern, I'm gonna keep having success.
There we go, little spot. He was on the front of the dock. He didn't want to be up there way back in the shade. He's sitting on the front ready to eat TRD bugs.
It's got to be awesome living on the Coosa River because there's got to be a ton of options, right?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, central Alabama is just full of different types of lakes. You know, if you can learn how to fish the Coosa River, the Tennessee River, Lake Martin, and Smith Lake, you can fish anywhere in the country.
That's so cool because that's the reason I moved down to Florida in the very beginning, was to learn Florida fishing.
Oh, getting that.
Oh, that is a good one. Bring him over here. Nice.
Changing it up a little bit. How about that?
Oh, my shoulder.
Getting a little getting a little froggy on them. Catch them anyway.
That looks like too much fun. I'm not going to let you have all the fun.
Come on, man. Why not?
Laramy's awesome, man. He is on it, man. He's exactly what I'd expect from a Florida boy. You know, Florida fisherman, man. He knows exactly how to read grass, pick everything apart. He was on it, man. So, Laramy, outside of the pro circuit, do you do anything else?
Yeah, I'm fixing to start guiding actually out of Coosa River, Florida.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, we're going to fish offshore trips actually. We got some big boats coming and we're gonna do bottom fishing as far as grouper and red snapper.
That is so cool, man. I love grouper fishing. You know, growing up in the Keys, we'd go bottom fishing quite a bit, and I love that, man.
I'm an avid freshwater and saltwater angler, but my main thing is offshore fishing. We do a lot of offshore. We go catch red snapper, grouper, you know, scamps, tunas, the whole nine. We try to, if it swims out there, we try to catch it. Next year is when we should start, but In the meantime, you can keep up with me on Facebook, Instagram at Laramy Strickland Fishing. And then when it all comes up, I'll have, you know, announcements and the business coming up on there.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Come on. There he is. Stay on there. We got doubles. Doubled up. I don't know if I'm going to get mine in.
Mine's a pretty good one.
Oh, I think mine came. Oh, no, I got mine.
How about that?
Nice.
Doubled up back to back.
That was awesome. I'm flipping. You're casting doubles.
Doubles up. I think I got you a little bit.
By a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I would say so. But the weight of those weeds that I was bringing out.
Didn't think so.
All right, bud. Throw those back. Tell you what, though. This has been one of the best days I've had in a while, man. And to have a guide.
A guide? I don't know about that now. But you've seen it firsthand today. I mean, I don't know how many fish we've caught, but we've caught a bunch. We've caught them on everything we've thrown at them today.
Yeah.
It's been a phenomenal day on the water.
It's crazy, man. I can't thank you enough.
No, man, I appreciate you having me on the show. It's been a phenomenal day.
Any show. We're gonna have to go saltwater fishing.
That's
brother.
right, that's right. That's next. Let's get out of here before the storm gets
All right,
us.
let's get going.